Hey, hello everyone. So today we will start discussing about XPaths. Before we start with XPath, I'd like to say why it is required. Why should we learn XPath? What is the necessity? So when you are trying to automate any script for testing purposes, you might need to uh, have objects, right? You need to identify objects. So one of the object locating technique is via XPath. So uh, there are many other locators available for Selenium, but one of them is XPath, and it is one of the major ones. So without much delay, let's get into action and let's start. So before we start with XPath, we need to learn some basics about DOM, which is document object model. So what is DOM and what is HTML per se? Let's see. Okay, so HTML is nothing but something built on basically flat file, and it has different tags. Okay, so the way we identify a HTML is with the HTML tag. So here I have a Notepad++ opened up. So I'll start writing some basic HTML code so that we can understand later what we are doing while trying to point out an object. So the way HTML is written, it starts with the HTML tag, which is like this: HTML, and it ends with /HTML. So the entire page is built within these two tags. This is the basic HTML tags. Under this will be somewhere there could be headers, there could be paragraphs, but the most basic structure under HTML, you will find a body, and of course you have to end the tag of body. Now I will mention something here. So most of the code is written under this body section of HTML. So it could be paragraphs, it could be headers, which starts with H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, like that. Accordingly the font changes. Okay, so yeah, so let's put something between these two tags, some text, say hello, and let us save this file. Okay, so file, save as, and when I'm doing that, I'll do that on my desktop. I'll give a name, new HTML and mandatory thing is you have to give the extension as either HTML or HTM. I'll give HTML and I'll save this. Okay, so once I save this, I'll just go to the desktop. I'll see something with the Explorer sign, Internet Explorer, or whatever browser you might have defaulted to your system. It will show up as that file symbol. So when you double click on it, it will give you the option to open with. So I'll open it with Chrome, and let's see how it looks. So here it says hello. So this is the basic structure of it. So if I right click on this and go to inspect, so this is what I get, the source code right here. So let me full screen it. Yeah, so we get the source code right here. So if you go to this console, we can type something. I'll come to that later. but this is how a basic HTML is written.